For this tutorial, all the cards are facing upwards, so you can see the gameplay better. Usually, you have your cards in your hand, so the other players can't see your cards, of course. In this video, after someone wins a fight, the cards are set beside the player facing upwards, so you can see them. Normally, when you are playing the game, you put the cards you get from winning a fight facing downwards beside you, so the other players cannot count your renown points. In this 3-player game mode, each player gathers points for himself. However, in every round, 2 players team up against the other player. In a normal round, the player who chooses the dominating race plays against the other 2 players. In a special round, the one who plays the special round needs to win the special round alone. The other 2 players play against him. If the player who plays alone wins a round, only he gets the points. If the other 2 players win, or the player who plays alone loses his round, the 2 players get the amount of points from the round. Player 1 shuffles the cards and distributes them. At first, each player gets 3 cards. Then player 1 sets 2 cards aside. This is the reinforcement. Now the one left to the dealer has to choose the dominating race. So player 2 looks at the 3 cards and chooses the goblins as dominating race for this round, because he has got 3 goblin cards. After choosing the dominating race, player 1 distributes the remaining cards, so each player has 6 hand cards in total. Now it is time to choose the round type. Player 2 wants to play a special round, 1vs1vs1. He thinks that he can get a 66 renown with only 4 fights. The other 2 players choose a normal round. Since the 1vs1vs1 gives the most points, player 2 is allowed to play this special round, and he's allowed to look at the reinforcement cards and can swap them with his hand cards. He only swaps his Shiner Sorceress with the Shiner Chief and sets the remaining card aside. In this round, player 1 and player 3 play against player 2. Player 2 starts the round with the first fight and he plays the Goblin Chief. After him, player 3 plays the Goblin Dog and player 1 plays the Hamfrog Dog. Player 1 and 3 try to play the lowest value cards, so that gathering renown is not too easy for player 2. Player 2 continues with the next fight and plays the Goblin Warden. Player 3 plays the Ogre Dog and player 1 the Hamfrog Soldier. Player 2 wins the fight with his Goblin Warden. Player 2 still has the couple of goblins in his cards, the Sorceress and the Soldier. He shows both cards to all the players and sends the Goblin Sorceress in the fight. The Soldier goes back into his hand cards. This move gives player 2 additional 40 renown. Player 3 plays the Shiner Dog and player 1 the Ogre Soldier. Player 2 wins the fight. Player 2 now thinks that he has gathered enough renown. He won the last fight, so he is allowed to count the renown. He has gathered 79 renown in total, which means that the special round is over and player 2 wins. He gets 6 points for winning the special round, 1vs1vs1.